Moving on to question number 32 from ML Agarwal, exercise 2.2. Find the difference between compound interest on rupees 8,000 for 1.5 years at 10% per annum when compounded annually and semi-annually. So given in the question is principal as 8,000 time 1.5 years, rate as 10% per annum. Now what does the question demands? The question demands that you have to find the compound interest for both the cases, when compounded annually and when compounded semi-annually. And the time is given as 1.5 years. So I start with what is given in the question, and then I have divided the question into two parts. When compounded annually, when compounded semi-annually. Because I have to find the difference, so to get both the answers, I have divided it. You can do it by this method or simply by finding out compounded annually, compounded semi-annually also you can do. This, for a better comparison, I have done it like this. Now, when compounded annually, see the time is given here as 1.5 years. Students, a very important point to note is, when compounded annually and the time is given 1.5 years, do not use the formula method, because if you use the formula method, the time, that is n, in place of n, if you put 3/2, you won't be able to calculate it. So better use long cut method when compounded annually and the time is given 1.5 years. If the time is given in whole numbers, you can use formula method. Since it's given in a mixed fraction or in a fraction, do not use the formula method, use the long cut method. So using the long cut method, I hope all of you know, find out simple interest for the first year, that is 800, then find out the amount. Then principal for the next half year, since it's 1.5 year. So next half year as 8,800. So simple interest for the next half year will be 8,800 into half, 1/2 into rate percent. You find out at 4. For this method, actually you all know. So find out the amount, then compound interest. Now moving on to when compounded semi-annually. See, when compounded semi-annually, you can easily use the formula method because this gets cancelled. But when it is compounded annually and mixed fraction is given, try to use long cut method. Then only you will get your answer. Otherwise, you won't be able to get your answer. So using the formula for semi-annually, see, I've used the formula for semi-annually. Put the values, and I get my answer for the amount 9261 and then the CI as 1261. Now CI 1240 when compounded annually, when compounded semi-annually, CI is 1261. So according to the question, you have to find the difference between the CI. So difference between the two CI will be the greater one minus the smaller one. So 1261 minus 1240 is rupees 21. Go through the question again and see if you find any doubt. And the point to note that I have told you out here, make sure that in your sum, whenever you get any question like this, do not use the formula method. Use the long cut method. Only when this is given, this in the sense when it is mixed fraction given and compounded annually given. Mixed fraction given, compounded semi-annually given, not a problem. But mixed fraction given, compounded annually, then only use long cut method.